Hi, good day. I'm Robert Nico Lopez. Kasama ko ang aking mga group, si Renal Cabaron at Kathleen Nicole Lebasa mula sa Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. Kami ang nag-develop ng study na layunin i-improve ang accreditation process gamit ang technology. Ang accreditation ay mahalaga para sa quality at credibility ng edukasyon. Pero ang old paper-based system ay mabagal at prone sa errors. Kaya sa study na ito, ginamit namin ang image processing para mapabilis, maging accurate at maging secure ang documentation process ng PLP Quality Assurance Department. Layunin ng study ng makabuo ng accreditation system gamit ang image processing at agile methodology. Ang research ay sasagot sa ano ang stages sa pag-develop ng system, paano ginagamit ang image processing sa system, paano ma-evaluate ang software quality gamit ang ISO 25010, ano ang implementation plan para sa purpose system.
So ngayon, papasok na tayo sa user end ng system namin. So dito sa login, kailangan mo munang ma-add sa user management. Pero sa user management, ang tinatanggap lang ng system is yung PLP email. So ngayon, mag-example tayo ng hindi siya PLP email. Tapos sa password naman, merong generate si system na password. So yun yung gagamitin mo. Halimbawa, ginamit natin yung binigay ng system. So magsabi invalid email or password. Ngayon naman, try naman natin yung PLP email. Tingnan natin. Oh, ayan. So ngayon, login tayo. Ay, mali ko lang. Then login. So ngayon, ito na. So ngayon, nandito na yung OTP na binigay, OTP number. Next, let's verify. So now, mag-change tayo ng password natin. Papitan natin yung na-generate na password galing sa system. Try natin na hindi nag-match sa new password. So password does not match. Ngayon naman, check na natin yung match na password. Then password successfully changed. So ngayon, nasa home na tayo. Sa home, makikita natin dyan yung welcome to Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig, and logo, accreditation system, kung ano system to, and then yung name ng user. Then ito yung pag-click mo, punta sa profile settings, pero may tayo sa profile settings. So ito yung notification naman. Then close natin. So sa abot naman, makikita mo naman yung about sa Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig, yung brief history niya, yung mission and vision, then yung core values. So sa location, dito yung address, contact number, so email address, then website, yung pinaka-website ng PLP, then yung location ng school. So sa kalagay, dito natin makikita yung mga schedules. Once na nag-update si admin kung ano yung mga schedules, announcement, yung mga updates, ganyan. So dyan yung makikita. So nakalagay, yan, November 15 system update, November 4 system update, ganyan. So ayun yung notification, no? Ngayon, tayo sa may accreditation. Sa may accreditation, as you can see, kung anong naka-assign lang sa'yo na department, hindi mo ma-access yung other department. So dito, sa College of Computer Science tayo na-assign, click natin yan, then select tayo ng program, then select tayo ng accreditation type. So click natin COPC. So dito, select tayo ng area, go area 1. So check this one, then add document. So ito, nakita nyo dito. Ito yung other user na nasa College of Computer Studies, and then nasa BSIT, then pinili yung Certificate of Program Compliance, area 1, and then check this one. So nakikita din natin. So pag nagkita tayo ng documents, pag nakita nyo dito, so ayun na yung department, nakaselect na mismo, then nakaselect din yung program, yung accreditation type, area, and then checklist. So dito, download natin yung template. So ayun yung template. Ayun yung template. So dito tayo maglalagay ng mga ng docyo. And hindi pwedeng magalaw itong header. Kasi once nagalaw yan, hindi na pwedeng tatanggapin ng system. So ngayon, save natin yon. Ngayon, try natin magtry muna tayo ng mali. So ayun. So sa add mo record. Ito yung mga mag-add ka ng another file. Diyan mo pwede gawin. Dito naman sa additional documents. Dito, mag-upload ka ng mga, halimbawa, certificates, resume, barangay indigency. Yun, pwede dyan. So dito, docs lang yung tinatanggap niya. Or MS Word. Ganyan. So upload tayo. So ayan, uploaded file uses wrong. So mali kasi yung file na to ay so yung file na to ay mali. Mali yung spelling ng quality. Yan, mali yung spelling na so niya tinanggap. So ngayon, try natin mag-upload ng tamang file. And ayun, correct template. Nakita na. Lagyan natin. Ayan. Then ayan yung footer. So yung COPC CCS IT Area 1, version 1. Then ito yung footer. Then ito yung date. So dito, pwede mga palitan is yung profile picture mo kasi yung mga personal information ay hindi yan pwede mapalitan dahil si user management lang yung pwede mag-change dyan. Dito, nakapag-change naman tayo ng password. So hindi natin mag-change ng password kasi bago tayo mag-scroll dito, required na mag-change yung password. Pwede kang mag-change ng password ulit kung gusto mo. So sa contact us, andito yung email. So dito naman yung send us message. Pwede kayo mag-send sa admin ng mga concern nyo. Then, ito yung mga notification, mark as all read. Close. Then log out.
Good day everyone, ngayon naman is may login ako as super admin to present how super admin manage and monitor users, accreditation process, activities, and the overall system settings. So para ma-access natin yung super admin dashboard is need natin i-enter yung email and password ng QA head. And then after successfully logging in, is magre-redirect na siya sa dashboard page. So dito sa dashboard page is makikita natin yung percentage ng completion rate, yung total ng documents, kung ilan na yung documents na na-upload today, the total number of checklists, the total number of active departments, the total number of active programs, and kung ilan na yung document na na-approve na, and kung ilan pa yung document na pending pa for reviews. And then makita din natin dito yung document status distribution. So yung green is for approve, and then yung orange is for pending, and then yung red is for disapprove. And then makita din natin dito yung mga recent uploads. And then pwede din natin i-click yung view all to view all the documents. And then makita din natin dito yung bar graphs ng documents uploads by department and yung progress bar of accreditation program progress. And then meron din ditong weekly upload trends. And then meron din quick actions for review documents, view results, generate report, view calendar, accreditation, and performance. So pag click natin yung view calendar is magre-redirect siya sa calendar. So dito sa calendar is gagamitin siya for scheduling, for announcement, and for updates. So pwede tayo mag-add ng event. Sa event type is may tatlong choices which is schedules, announcement, and updates. Select natin yung updates, and for the title is isang update. Then select tayo ng date. Then pwede maglagay ng description. And then click save event. And then once na na-add na is makita na natin siya dito sa calendar. So once na na-add na is makita na natin siya dito sa calendar. And then may mga kanya-kanyang pages din sila for schedules, announcements, and updates. And then next is pumunta naman tayo sa accreditation page. So dito sa accreditation page, dito ay monitor ng super admin yung progress ng bawat departments. So for example, pag click natin si College of Computer Studies, under niya is mayroong dalawang programs, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. So for example, click natin si BSCS. So under ng BSCS is may dalawang accreditation types, yung ALCOA and COPC. Then pag click natin yung COPC, is lalabas dito yung mga areas. And then pag click yung areas, for example, area 1 is lalabas dito yung mga checklist. Ito yung mga list ng mga documents na hindi submit ng users. So dito makita natin yung progress pag 100% type sabihin na submit na yan ng users and approve na din ng admin. So pag click natin yan, dito makita natin na approve na siya and for downloading na lang siya sa QA head. So pwede na yan i-download ng super admin. And then dito naman sa 0%, for example, itong copy of the organizational structure of the academic and non-academic personnel. Pag click natin yan, makikita natin dito na meron nang sinubmit yung user na document. So pwede natin siyang i-view. So dito pwede natin i-view yung document na sinubmit ng users. Meron na din siyang footnote which is yung conversion name, yung version, ng format, and then timestamp. And then pwede siyang i-approve. Pag click yung check is ma-approve yung document and then pwede din siyang i-disapprove. So pag click yung check is ma-approvean yung document. So ayan, approve document. Are you sure you want to approve copy of the organizational structure of the academic and non-academic personnel? Then pag click yung approve is magsa-success siya. So mawawala na yung approve and disapprove kasi pwede na siyang i-download ng QA head. So once click yung download, so ayan, magiging preparing for download yung document. And then dito is pwede na siyang, once matapos na siyang may download ng QA head, is pwede na siyang i-print. And then next is ipapakita ko naman kung paano mag-disapprove ng document. So for example, ito, ang document na to is makita natin dito na may submitted document, pero hindi pa siya na-approvean. And once na din-disapprove, so dito may disapproved. Please provide a recent of disapproving copy of appointment designation of the officials. So pwede magpaprovide dito yung super admin kung bakit i-disapprove niya yung document na sinend ni user. So once lagay yung reason, is pwede na siyang i-disapprove. So ayan, magiging disapprove na yung status niya. And then next is pumunta naman tayo sa performance management. So dito sa performance management is makita natin yung average completion across all departments which is 28.6%. And then yung total departments and kung ilan yung programs under ng mga departments. And then checklist progress, so 12/42, 12 na yung completed over 42 checklist. And then yung documents uploaded is 15/0 required documents. And then dito is makita natin yung department rankings. So sino na yung mas madami yung progress. And kung sino pa yung critical which is naka 0% pa kasi wala pa silang nasasubmit na documents. So dito is merong status which is pag excellent is 80 to 100%, pag good is 60 to 79%, and then 40 to 59% is need improvements, and less than 40% is critical. Then pwede din isort yung progress by high to low to high, A to Z, and Z to A. And for example, is low to high, A to Z, or high to low. And then next naman is pumunta tayo sa reports. So dito sa reports is pwede tayo mag-generate dito ng reports for complete accreditation, results and incentives, and performance and analytics. So dito may mga analytics of total reports, so 13 na na-generate na reports, and for this month is 7 reports generated, yung storage use is 0.05 MB na, and yung active users is 2. So dito mag-generate tayo ng reports. So sa report type is select natin complete accreditation report, and then sa departments is select natin si College of Computer Studies, and sa programs is select natin si Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and sa types is si Certificate of Program Compliance. And then sa date, select natin is from October 1, 2025 to October 30, 2025. And then pwede din siyang Excel spreadsheet or PDF document. So select natin si PDF, and then click generate report. So once na na-generate na is mag-show na dito yung na-generate na report ng QA head. And then pwede din siya makita dito sa reports history. So pwede siyang i-view ulit, and pwede din siyang i-download ulit. The next naman is click natin yung results and incentives. So dito sa results and incentives is dito makikita yung incentive status and certificate status ng mga programs. So pwedeng mag-search by department, program, type, or area. For example is BSIT. So ayan, lalabas lahat ng records ng BSIT per area and per accreditation type. And then pwede din i-filter yung mga data based sa departments. For example, College of Computer Studies, din sa program is BSCS, incentive status is eligible, and status is pending. So since pending siya and once nabigay na yung certificate, is pwedeng ibahan yung certificate status to issued. Then nilalabas na message, are you sure you want to issue the certificate for this area? And pag click yung yes issue button, is mag-iiba yung status na. And then next naman is click natin yung audit trail. So dito sa audit trail is makita natin dito yung mga login history and activity logs ng users. So meron ding analytics dito, yung total number logs is 572 na all recorded actions. And then sa today's activity is 57 actions. Then sa documents uploaded is 25 and records modified is 154 yung total changes. So dito din is makita natin yung timestamp, yung user, yung action na ginawa ng user sa loob ng system, kung ano yung status and yung details mismo ng action na ginawa ng user, and then yung IP address. And then dito din is pwede mag-search by user email. So for example, qahead@plpasig.edu.ph. So dito lalabas lahat ng activity logs and login history ni QA head. And then pwede din i-filter, for example, report generation, for accreditation or other sources. And then pwede din siyang by date. And then next naman is i-click natin yung archive. So lahat ng in-archive na data is mapupunta dito and pwede siyang i-restore. So since wala pang na-archive, is try natin mag-archive. For example, sa accreditation, then i-archive natin itong College of Nursing. So may confirmation message. Then mas click ko yung archive button. Mawawala na dito yung College of Nursing na department. And then pag pumunta tayo sa archive is makikita natin siya dito sa my departments. So pwede siyang i-delete permanently and pwede din siyang i-restore. So pag click natin itong restore icon is lalabas itong confirmation message na are you sure you want to unarchive College of Nursing? This will restore it to the active list. And then pag click yung unarchive button is mawawala na siya dyan. And pag pinta natin siya sa may accreditation is na-restore na siya. Then next naman is sa profile settings. So dito makita ng super admin yung profile information niya such as yung first name, middle name, last name, yung email, role, and department. And then pwede din siya dito mag-change ng password. And then yung account information niya, which is yung account status, active date, kung kailan siya nag-join, last login, and yung user ID niya. And then pwede din siya magpalit or i-remove yung profile picture niya. So for example, mag-upload ako ng new photo. And then may confirmation message na are you sure you want to upload this profile picture? Then click yes, upload. So ayan, successfully mapapalitan na yung profile picture ng admin. And then next is pumunta naman tayo sa user management. So dito is pwede mag-add ng bagong user si super admin. So once na-click yung add, kailangan fill up yung first name, middle name, and last name. And then email. So sa email, ang pwede lang gamitin domain is at plpasig.edu.ph. And then sa department, for example, is College of Education, and then sa role is department user, the status is active, and then click save. And then may confirmation message, are you sure you want to create this user? Then click create. So dito is mag-auto-generate yung password. So ito yung need gamitan ng mga user, mga bagong create na user for their password, and then they are required to change this password sa first login nila. Then click done. So ayan, na-add na yung user. So dito, pwede din mag-search ng user. So ayan, ito yung bagong add na user kanina. And then next naman is i-click natin yung accreditation settings. So dito sa accreditation settings, dito yung manage ng super admin or admin yung accreditation settings. So dito pwede mag-add ng bagong departments. For example, College of Law. And then maglalagay ng department logo. And then click save. And then may confirmation message, are you sure you want to create this department? Click create. And then nandito na siya ma-add na. Then pag click natin is under niya, pwede din mag-add ng program. So for example, sa program code is, then program name, and then click save. Click create. And then under sa Master of Laws program is pwede mag-add ng accreditation type. So for example, is COPC. Then pwede din maglagay ng accreditation logo. And for example, and then click save. And then ma-add na yung COPC. Then pag click yung COPC is dito is pwede mag-add ng areas, accreditation area. So for example is area 1. So yan, na-create na successfully yung area 1. And then pag click yung area 1 is, dito na pwede mag-add ng checklist. Dito ilalagay kung ano yung mga documents na need i-submit ng users. For example, memo, and then click save. Then lahat ng mga in-add natin is makita din natin yan sa accreditation page kung saan na-monitor ng super admin or admin yung mga sinasubmit ng users. So ito siyang College of Law, then dito na yung Master of Laws, COPC, Area 1, and yung memo. And then next naman is sa system appearance. So dito sa system appearance is pwede ibahan yung team color, yung system title, system logo, and login background image. So for example, is ibahan yung team color ng system. Ayan, and then click save color. Then confirmation message, click confirm. Then ayan, mag-change na yung team color ng system. Then next, meron ding notifications. So sa notifications is makikita yung mga in-upload ng users kung nag-upload sila ng mga documents. And then yung mga new event added sa calendar. Hindi siyang i-close. And then next naman is mag-logout na tayo and i-open naman natin yung admin side. So enter natin yung email niya and yung password. So sa email is QA-admin. And then yung password. Then click login. So dito sa QA-admin side is almost the same lang siya ng na-access kay super admin maliban sa user management, which is wala dito sa sidebar. So when it comes to user management, is super admin lang ang pwedeng mag-create ng new user, and ang reason dito is to maintain system security and prevent unauthorized account creation. And then pagdating naman sa accreditation, dito sa accreditation, si admin is pwede din siyang mag-approve or mag-disapprove ng documents. And then once naman na-approve na is hindi siya pwede mag-download ng document. Si super admin lang ang pwede mag-download ng mga approved documents, and ang reason dito is para ma-handle yung mga sensitive or confidential files only by the super admin, which is yung QA head. So for example po, itong document na to is in-approve ng QA admin. So ayan, mag-approve po siya pero wala po siyang download button since si super admin lang po ang pwede mag-download ng mga approved documents. So ayun po yung mga differences na role-based access between the super admin and the admin. That ends our presentation for our system. The results of our study show that accreditation system we developed using ADA methodology and image processing helps make the accreditation process faster and more organized. Based on the feedback galing sa mga respondents namin, the system passed the ISO 2501 standards in terms of functionality, usability, reliability, and performance. So this means it is easy to use, dependable, and efficient, proving that combining agile development and image processing can really improve accreditation management. And for our recommendations naman po is first, the system should continue to be improved using agile methodology for better updates and flexibility. And second one naman po is enhance the image processing feature for faster and more accurate recognition. Pangatlo po is conduct regular evaluations based on ISO 25010 standards to maintain quality and security. And then fourth is provide training for users and developers to ensure proper use and gather feedback. And next is explore using AI and machine learning to further automate the process. And lastly po is study the long-term effects of the system on accreditation and quality assurance.